Hey guys, welcome to the video. So today I'm doing a little talkie video, and this is for a chap called Kai. Actually, he left a comment on one of my last videos where I was talking about Justin and Drew and all that stuff. Yeah, he basically asked me, how do I delegate my tasks to new staff, and how do I manage them and supervise and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for your question, Kai. I appreciate that. I think you said you're in your mid-20s and you've recently taken somebody on and you want to just know how I do it. So for me, everything depends on like experience and what that member of staff has got and what they bring to your business. So for example, I might take on somebody who's quite experienced, who's done gardening before, and if that's the case, then I can basically say to them, right, you know how to operate a mower, you know how to operate all the tools, off you go. Happy days. They're the easy ones. They're the ones that I find really easy to manage, and just because I can basically just give them the tools and let them crack on. On the other spectrum, you've got people that come in who say they've done a bit of gardening in the past, but they haven't got loads and loads of experience. So what you might do is, for example, give them like a weeding job, keeping an eye on them. You'll show them briefly what you want them to do. And the same goes for like hedge cutting and stuff like that. You'll give them a few brief examples, how you want it done, because it's your business at the end of the day. You've got to show them how you want it done, because you know what your customers' expectations are and what they expect. So you have to make sure it's, you know, at least a certain level, because if your customers aren't happy, then obviously not going to pay you. But how do I manage it? Well, I basically spend a few visits going around with them, keeping an eye on how they do it. So say, for example, I get them to mow. This is how I want the mowing done. I literally will just keep a close eye on making sure that they are doing it the way I want it done, because if it's not done the way I want it done, then obviously I have to just correct them or go over bits that may not be up to my customers' expectations. So strimming, stuff like that, that's another job that you have to really manage and be careful with, because if you get somebody that's like a novice with a strimmer, they might be really like, you know, trigger happy with the throttle, and that's where they're more likely to have accidents and smash windows and flick stones up and all that kind of stuff, and you really don't want it. Say we're at a job where there's some strimming to do and it's like there's no windows around, it's like a big field, or like these shrubs behind me here. I will just get them going with the strimmer, and I'll teach them the that sounds ridiculous, but like the technique of just gently leathering the throttle. You don't have to give it the full beans. It's just the technique of just getting that strimmer just right, you know. So if I can get them to perfect that, then I will feel more confident letting them loose on other areas of the garden where there could be potential hazards, like glass windows and stuff like that. I do strim near those areas, but in all my years of doing it, I've never broke anything, so you just have to be careful. Another little thing that I like to do to try and keep my employees happy is give little perks, you know, little tips. Not so much cash bonuses, although if we get a really big like hedge job or a big ticket job, then I might throw in a bit of a bonus for my employees who are working really hard and helping me out massively. You know, I pay them a fair wage. I like to throw in little perks, and that might be a Costa coffee, a Starbucks every now and then, or a sugary treat, or a donut, or a full English breakfast. You know, you name it. I'll do little things like that to help people feel kind of motivated, you know, because I used to work with somebody who always did little things for me, and it was nice, you know. We used to have a treat every Friday. Friday was our treat day. I kind of incorporated that into my business, and now I have little treat days once a week where I do something for whoever's working with me, whether it be Big Al, Bob, or even Justin. So yeah, but little treats go a long way to just, you know, it G's you up and helps everyone, you know. So if your business gets to a point where you need to employ somebody and you need an extra pair of hands, my advice would be, don't go down the route of employing somebody on the books, because then you've got to pay holiday pay, sick pay, all that kind of stuff. You've got to do their tax, their national insurance, and that's all extra pressure on you. So do what I do, and I take on subcontractors. These people are already self-employed with HMRC. They do their own tax, they do their own national insurance. And basically what they do is they come and work for me for a day. I take an invoice from them, so they could basically give me an invoice. So they agree a fee with me. I pay that into their bank account direct. So it's all neat. It's all legit and above board, because it's on my bank statements that they've received that money. And it's also good because I then put that into my accountant at the end of the year. So he takes my books, my receipts, he takes everything, and it's all clear. It's all crystal clear. He can just work it out from there what tax I have to pay, which is happy days. Having an accountant is an absolute must when you're self-employed. So yeah, that's what I do. That's how I run my business. That's how I take people on. I have people on a self-employed basis. I don't do it through the books. I don't prefer that. It's too much of a headache, too much hassle for me, and I haven't got the unlimited funds to be paying sick pay and all that stuff. So basically that's what I do. take people on, subcontractors, self-employed basis. If they're experienced, let them crack on. If they have some garden maintenance experience, just keep a bit of an eye on them and see how they go. And if they're completely novices, then obviously you're going to have to effectively babysit them and help them along their way until they get up to speed and know what they're doing. And don't forget your little treats at the end of the week or once a week, because that is a big thing for people, you know. They want to feel wanted. I've had too many jobs where I've not enjoyed the job. And this is a very physical job, so if you've got a little perk in it as well for somebody, then they're obviously going to really appreciate that. Listen, I'm wrapping up this video here. I'm sitting in my van. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. It's so hot in here. I need to get out and go and get a cold drink. So I'm wrapping up the video. If that helps anyone thinking about taking somebody on, or you can take anything from this video, then happy days. It's boiling hot. I've got to go in now. If you like the video, give it a big fat thumbs up. If you've got any comments, get me below, and I will see you. I've got maintenance jobs coming up this week, quite a few actually. I'm actually doing a special tattoo garden, a South Coast garden tidy up on Friday, so stay tuned for that. I may have a video probably Wednesday, which is just like a normal kind of video, a bit of music, all that sort of stuff. Looking forward to doing that. But Friday is the big one, South Coast style, man. We're going, because I'm in West Sussex and Surrey, so I'm kind of inland, just outside of London. Goldmine for gardening. It's really good. Feel really blessed. But I had an inquiry from somebody who's literally right down on the south coast. His bungalow is about a 5-minute walk from his garden to the beach. So he rang me up and he said, Pete, I've seen your YouTube videos. You're the tattoo gardener, aren't you? And I went, yeah, that's me. He said, I really want you to come down and help tidy up my garden. I know it's out your area, but would you come and do it if I agreed to pay for you and your staff and everyone else? And I gave him a figure and I thought, well, he's not gonna accept it. And he's like, no, I want to pay. So yeah, so he agreed the price and we're going down Friday. So we're going literally 50 miles down south to do a massive tidy up. It's going to be brilliant. We're going to get some fish and chips on the sea because it's the law, right? Anyway, I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Peace out.